Hello merseybeet lovers.
Hello
and
there.
It's time for another plot tour. It's what day is it, Kath?
It's Thursday, the 8th of October.
Thursday the 8th of October. So let's have a look around. Autumn is a time to do things that you can't normally do in the middle of summer when you're clearing land and putting in crops. So it's given us time to do the more mundane things of allotmenteering, like painting the shed, which is a very important thing. This shed's been here since 2008.
First shed on Hartle Allotments.
Woo!
Open. Well done to Catherine and Philip. There you go.
And it's the only shed on Hartle Allotments. We demanded that we had a shed. Thought it was really important to have a shed. So we've given it a number of paint jobs over the years, and it was also featured in Liverpool Museum's Museum of Liverpool Life thing. The photograph was on display there. So it's quite a well-known shed in Liverpool, in and around Liverpool. People can see it from the park, and obviously we have had remarks like, oh, the people who own that plot must be very creative to do things like that. Anyway, it's going to become a poetry shed. So we've divided it into bands of colour, and we're going to actually be putting poetry on there by a local poet called Brian Wake, a very well-known local poet. He's had many books published and gives poetry recitals and stuff like that. So let's have a look around the plot. Here, where you may remember we had sweet corn here. Not done too good with sweet corn, but Catherine's just cleared the bed yesterday, and she's put broad beans in there, in that raised bed here. Don't know how they're going to do in a raised bed. We've never grown them in a raised bed before, so let's see what happens there. Here were our courgettes, which we had in abundance. Nothing in there at the moment, so we're just wondering what to put in there. We've got loads of stuff to go in anyway. We've got some perpetual spinach in here. Not done too well. Pigeons have been at it. Pigeons seem to go for everything around here. You know, almost everything you have to have covered up. We've got comfrey here, which is still growing. Comes out in abundance, so we make comfrey tea with that. If people don't know what comfrey tea is, well, it's kind of like like a liquid feed for your plants, and we put it in a bin at the end of the plot there by the greenhouse on the left hand side, you can see. So we put it in that bin there. Moving around here, we've got some runner beans. The runner beans are coming to the end now. We're gonna just let them mostly mature and turn it into pulses, which we're going to just dry and put into jars and use in soups and stews. So we're just going to leave them now to mature. They're greening up and yellowing up and coming to the end of their life cycle. Well, it is October after all. Same with cucumbers here. Outside cucumbers, we've had an immense amount of cucumbers, and they're coming to the end as well. In between the cucumbers, if I just point it down here, you can see, just see here, that is a row. It's a catch crop actually, but that's a row of fennel that's coming up all the way down there. And so when we take these trellises down, they'll get more exposure to the sun and hopefully mature up over winter. We'll see how that goes. See what else we've got. Overwintering cabbage here, mostly greyhound, and there's some kale here as well. Hopefully they'll do well over this winter. Greyhound cabbage, radish here that's going to seed, that we're actually growing for the seed pods, Muncha Briar. So we're growing them for the seed pods because we can put them in salads and stir fries, which is great. Again here, kohlrabi. And we haven't grown kohlrabi for quite a long time, so we're going to see how we get on with them. We've got some overwintering onions here from seed. These are Japanese type onions, and we'll see how we get on with them as well. Again, it's a new thing growing it from seed overwintering. Normally we do them from onion sets. In our cold frame here we've got some Oriental spice mix, salad leaves, which all kinds of different salads. We've already had a great harvest from this yesterday, and because it's in a cold frame it seems to grow quicker, so it's you know, I mean, we expect it to be giving us a harvest all through the winter months, hopefully. Yeah, the cold frame does help that. Here, well, this is a strawberry bed, which one of our winter jobs. It's a raised bed actually. In fact, there's two of them here, and the winter job is to get these cleared and in some kind of manageable order. The allotment has taken a lot of time this year just to try and get things back to normal, because there was 18 months where we weren't doing anything with it and it just went to rack and ruin basically. Again, onions from seeds here, and some chamomile growing here. We like chamomile, it's lovely. Just preparing our winter greenhouse. Problem with the greenhouse is it's got virtually no glass. It got smashed up. Some yobs from the local park discovered it and smashed virtually every pane in the greenhouse. So we've got no grass. It's a cool, very cool greenhouse at the moment, and we've just got some in here, some chicory and some lamb's lettuce and various other greens to keep us going over winter. Some spring onions here. So we still haven't got a cupboard for our greenhouse. If anyone knows how we can cover this and what kind of materials to use, then let us know. It would help if we had some kind of covering. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Here we've got some leeks growing. Some leeks, which always do well. We love our leeks. Some more radish, rows of radish there. This bit of land here is left fallow, with some manure just put on top, but we'll be growing something in there in the spring. Here we put some mustard in to hopefully green up. You can see that they've been eaten by something. Something's eaten our mustard seeds. I don't know how that's going to go. Catherine is putting in some overwintering turnips here.
Golden ball, I think they are.
Golden ball,
Yeah,
and Norfolk greens, isn't it?
Yeah.
Norfolk greens.
Norfolk greens, yeah.
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 But again, this is a bed that hasn't been cultivated for a long time. So we just
But we've topped it up with good soil, so
yeah,
it might be okay. We'll see how it goes.
yeah.
Trial and error.
It is, isn't it? All trial and error.
That's all allotment garden is. trial and error, really.
It's very true, isn't it?
Because the things that you know do work don't always work.
That's the way it is. We'll take you down the back here. Now, Catherine's been busy clearing this area out. I don't know if you remember last time we did a tour. We couldn't even get in here. It's full of nettles. So she's cleared it out and we can actually walk through now. This used to be the area where we had our fruit trees and bushes, and we had loads of black currants and raspberry canes and gooseberry bushes and stuff like that. And it's just become, well, the sun comes from that side over there. That's where the sun comes from. So it doesn't get much sunlight, so it's been overshadowed by these trees, and we've got willow growing and hazel there. So really it needs to be sorted out. So I think Catherine's going to give it a go today and do a bit more thinning out the trees and opening it up a bit. So we've got sunlight, but at least it's good to be walking here now. Couldn't walk here for a long time. In these bins we've got loads of pots and stuff. We need to sort these out. These need to go into the bin at the side of the shed. So, and we're going to use these as possibly potato planters. If we drill holes in the bottom, we can use them as potato planters. There's more pots in there that need sorting out as well.
Just thinking about the hazel and the willow.
Yes.
That'll be cut back probably December.
December?
When it's shed its leaves.
Yeah.
And we can make use of it then.
Yeah.
And we've got a bit of work to do on the roses there, haven't we? And
yeah.
The cherry tree at the back.
Yeah. So it all just needs opening up, really, doesn't it, to allow the light to come
just
in.
there.
Yeah, just one.
Just one.
So that's
we've only ever had one. So.
Oh really?
Yeah. So maybe we could transplant that to the front of the pot.
Yeah. If it's any good. I think they stopped fruiting after so many years, though. You know.
Yeah, it is. We still get fruits on it.
Do we?
Some on it. So we might, if we give it a bit of revive and thrive, it might do well.
Yeah.
These are coming on.
Yeah, we've got an apple tree.
Yeah.
Here that,
but again,
despite it being overcrowded and in the shade a bit, it's still bearing fruit, isn't it?
Because normally the hazel's not that big.
No.
We normally coppice it every year.
Yeah.
And we use the coppice.
But we haven't had a chance to, have we? For
For
various reasons.
Yeah.
Okay. Compost bins filling up nicely. We've used a bit of compost off this to put on as topsoil on our no-dig gardens. So that's it. Also at the back here, I want to show you this. This is our mound here that needs tackling. This mound of all kinds of stuff, debris from the plot that needs sorting out. So all this back area is still parts of our plot backing right onto the park, which is Calderstones Park, just over there. So we all need to sort this out because nobody's going to do it for us. Oh, boo-woo. Let's go down this path here. And I want to show you this little walk down here to the front of our plot. Just down here, last night we put a wildlife camera on the plot, and just down here we scattered like loads of peanuts and stuff, just to see if we could attract some wildlife. Now they've all gone. They've been eating them peanuts, so something's been here last night eating stuff. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the card out the camera and see what we've got. I'll see, and if it's worth anything, then I'll share it with you on our channel. So that's more or less about it on the old plot here. I'm going to fix up the shed today. I'm going to sort this box out. This box of horrors here, which if I lift it up, if I can lift it up and just have a peek in, it's full of garbage that just needs sorting out. There was a wasps nest in a few years ago, and they used to go in here, and they took away all the wood to use as their nest there. So that box needs sorting out. It needs repainting. This needs a bit of repair work done. You can see water's coming down from the gutter in here, and it's kind of like it's decayed the wood here, so I'm going to sort that out as well. Yeah, we used to have a wildlife camera in there, basically to catch yobs who were smashing up our greenhouse, and it actually we identified some of the people who were doing it. So yeah, inside the shed, and that's it. There we go, nice paintwork on the shed. So So I hope you've enjoyed a quick tour of the plot. If you did, if you feel it was worthwhile watching, then please subscribe, press the likes button and the bell icon to get notifications of the channel. Keep watching merseybeet. There's loads of new stuff coming up this autumn. So I hope you're growing, you're doing well with your plots, and you're growing stuff and that. Let us know. Tell us how you're getting on. What are you growing at this moment in time? How's your summer been? You know, how have you been doing? Anyway, that's all for now, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, bye. Oh, Catherine says bye as well. Bye-bye.